Hello and welcome to class today. Thank you for staying tuned. I want to appreciate you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and following. Thank you so much for doing this. If you've been learning, I want to encourage you to make others know too. Thank you so much. Now we've dealt with indices and we've also delved into exponential equations. You can check on previous videos to update yourself on these things. Today we'll be looking at logarithm. Now before we go ahead, we'll do a quick definition. What is logarithm? Logarithm is defined the log of a number to a particular base is the number of times the base will be raised to give that number. I take it again. The log of a number or the logarithm of a number to a particular base is the number of times the base will be raised to give that number. Now, don't get it mistaken or misconstrued with algorithm. This is logarithm. Now, let me write it out. Logarithm of a number to a particular base is the number of times the base will be raised to give that number. Now let's take the number that is illustration is this. By example, let's take the number, the supposed number. Let's take let's use alphabets. A, the log of a number, let's say this A, log of a number A, the particular base, let's say the base B, X, is the number of times the base will be raised to give the number. Now, what that means is this. The log of a number to a particular base is the number of times the base will be raised to give that number. What that means is this. Log A in base B in the base X equals to B is the number of times is the number of times the base will be raised. So the base will be raised to the power of B. So A is equals to X being the base raised to the power of B. Now what you have here is the logarithmic form, and what you have is the index form. Index means power form or exponential form. Now we're looking at this index, looks like making it look like indices. So the log of A to base B to base X, to the base X, that is equals to B, is actually the number of times A will be raised to give the base that is B will be raised to give me this. So this was telling you that this is what this means. So let me put it out again clearly. Log A in base X is actually, that is in base B, actually means X is now raised to the power of B. A is equal to X raised to the power of B. That's what it means. Now let's give you some examples to drive it home. Now I'll use examples of numbers we're already familiar with. Now let's use this number log log 125 in base 5 is equals to 3. Log 125 in base 5 is equals to 3. What that means is this. The answer is this. The answer is this raised to the power of this. 125 is actually equals to the base raised to the power of this answer. Simple. The log of a number to a particular base is the number of times the base will be raised to give this number. The number of times this base, you will raise this base to give the same number. Now, another question, another one is, let's say, log 36 in base 2, in base 6, sorry, it's equals to 2. What does that mean? It means that 36 is actually equals to 6 raised to the power of 2. And if you solve this mathematically, it's going to give you the answer 6 raised to the power of 2, which means 6 times 6, 6 times 6 will actually what? 36. Even this, when we come back to this, 5 raised to the power of 3 is actually 125. Now let's solve it. 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And 25 times 5 is equals to 125. That means math rules are always correct. Now, I want to give you one to solve. I want to give you this as a question. What do I rub? Let's rub this off. It's, okay, let's see. Log 8 in the base of 1 over in the log 8 in base 64 is equals to 1 over 4. So I want you to turn this chain to index form. So this is the homework. I want you to try your hands on this. Just try your hands on this. It looks a bit difficult than what we have here. If you try your hands on it and you're able to get it, that's good. But if you don't get it, I'll come back and solve it. I want to thank you. Thank you for staying tuned. Tell your friends to gain knowledge here. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. See you next class.